Hey everyone, just trying to stream on YouTube. I've got my gaming set up now. You'll have to bear with me while I just try to navigate some of the settings. We're just going to play a deck that I've already pre-built, and I'm going to take a second here to go drop the stream link in Discord just so that people know that I am streaming, and then I will get right to actually playing the game. All right, give me just a sec. All right, so first let's just kind of go over the news that's right now. So to begin, Intrigue is fully dropped, so all of the cards are available to play with. And with that, we have some store updates, so you can buy Intrigue packs. There's also some alt art cards. I have already bought them, but I'll give you a second to take a look at those so you can decide if you want to buy them yourself. For me, I think it's kind of a no-brainer, but not everybody's going to feel the same way. So you can get Lightning Blast with new alt art. 1 second. There we go. I think it looks pretty cool. You can also get it guaranteed gold border, and this is basically a staple card, so you may as well, like this one seems like the obvious one. Then the larger bundle includes 3 gold, 1 of Many's, which is not a fantastic card, but if you're gonna play it, you may as well play the pimped out version. And the last one was a Descendants of the Dragons card. What was his name? Zunshan? 1 sec. There you go. So we have all of those in gold border for people to check out. I think it's a pretty good purchase, but now let's jump into the deck that I'm using, which is a Fear combo deck. And this deck was not one that was really possible beforehand. They changed a card for those of you who played a really long time ago. I don't even remember what the card used to be, but I don't think it was this. So Awaken is now a 2-cost ability that takes a character from your graveyard that costs 3 or less, and raises it to the Assault Zone, which is crucial for this deck, and it becomes undead, which is, doesn't matter. But basically the combo is that we're playing Verore Magic Siphoner, which is a pretty strong combo card in general, but with this deck, the goal is to get it actually in the graveyard so that we can use Awaken to put it directly into the Assault Zone. And the combo is that we play Fear first, to take all of the defensive characters off the battlefield. Then we awaken our Verore Magic Siphoner with Awaken, put it directly in the Assault Zone. Verore Magic Siphoner starts counting abilities even while it's in the graveyard, so it's going to be pretty big. If we get a couple of them in the graveyard and awaken both of them, it's going to be a lot of damage. And the rest of the deck is basically control pieces or cards that are ubiquitous in the combo, like Word of Command can function alike Awaken in terms of putting Verore Magic Siphoner in the Assault Zone through Fear. In the Command Zone, just to go over that, even though that's not really relevant for this deck, this is more of just like, pick your poison here as long as you have 2 Sleepers and 1 CultOfVerore. But we've got Rita, Mistress of Shadow, which makes tokens that we can block with or even pressure the board. We have Aleta, Immortal Sufferer, which works really well with Rita because it lets us turn our dead 2/2 tokens into not dead or undead 4/4 zombie tokens. It's a pretty powerful engine in the Command Zone. We don't actually have any other cards that really support Aleta Immortal Sufferer, but Rita is really enough. And then Evolving Parasite is in there just kind of as a strong deterrent card. It being visible in the Command Zone makes it really hard for opponents to commit to the board with larger characters, which allows us to stall out the game. and stalling out the game is what facilitates our combo. All right, and we're gonna queue up and play some matches and just see how it goes. Okay, and we are against Kiruzen, and there are a couple new intrigue cards that they're using in the command zone. Astathoth, when it's dealt damage for the first time, gains +8/+0 and makes a 8/8 artificial robot. Oh, and they're done. All right. Okay. So that's the neat thing about this being live streaming. For those of you who've been with my channel for a long time, all of my videos have been edited, even though they've been in kind of like this format where I'm like in the bottom corner and I talk to you guys. But you miss a lot of the bloopers where people like forfeit a match early like that, or there's like a bug or something. So who knows how this is gonna go. Okay. Briefly, just want to check on my settings here. Okay. So we have a pretty mediocre starting hand, but we're against triple Verore, so I expect the game to be relatively slow, which is good for us, and we can play a mediocre starting hand and get away with it. We could double Lightning Blast the Twins in gray. They have priority though, so I'm gonna not do that. My assumption also is that we're going to have stabilized by that point in the game and it won't matter. Alright, well, they didn't cast anything, so feels like easy pickings. Twins in Gray is a very dangerous card if it deploys. Candid, the demonic new card. Check on that in a second, I don't even know what it does. Make a guy. And as you can see, even in a control matchup, the 2/2s, they're gonna put a dent in. They're gonna get something done. What does Candid do? Not be killed from non-damage sources. When you deploy Candid, create 2 top. Okay. Interesting. Not sure whether or not we need to care about that. I could slam Tome of the Dead right now, just to make it hard for our opponent to deploy stuff, but it doesn't look like they're going to deploy anything at all. So instead, I'm going to use my resources to reshuffle, and there it is. The Infinity Wars classic of you shuffle a card away and you get the same card back. We lose our Aleta here, which is not bad because she will resurrect. Okay, we have Awaken. That's one of our combo pieces. I think I'm going to pay 5 and draw a card here. It's 2 Awakens. Now we just need the berries or the Verore Magic Siphoners. We are going to choose to discard Lightning Blast. Max hand size is 7, so we're guaranteed to discard a card here. Lightning Blast is not, you know, not a card that we need in this matchup, I don't think. I'm gonna open up my own stream in the background, 7, so just to make sure card here it is working. They Dark Wish for Twins in Gray, so us killing it turned out to be kind of awkward for us. Very awkward for us indeed. I'll try that. I think we should be okay. That's really unfortunate. Reasonable evolving parasite trade there. There's one of our berries. Get our Verore Magic Siphoner in the bin where he belongs. get Rita going. I feel like this is unlikely to connect. I kind of just want to draw another card. But I learned previous game, if you're going to cast Bury, draw first. So otherwise you might accidentally bury, or you might draw the card that you're trying to bury, which is not a great vibe. Gather Thoughts would be pretty bad for us right now. And I don't know if I want to recycle, but it feels like bad not to use the resource. Okay, well, I haven't used Rita yet, so. And we will be discarding Infectious Transfusion, which I think is... I think that's right. I think that's okay for us to discard that. Interesting for them to not move out of the support zone at all. Okay, they're playing an Oblivion deck, but it should be a while before they turn that online. We are going to recycle our Bury to try to get that Awaken combo. How are we doing on this? Okay. We're gonna end up discarding again here. They're really just not threatening the board, and I don't know why they wouldn't threat the board here. We'll shuffle away that. Yeah, we'll Grave Rob. We'll Grave Rob for sure. And we're gonna grab all their ability cards. This is gonna make their Oblivion deploy later, so that's really good for us. And I think I'm gonna Gather Thoughts on that because it will get us our Grave Rob, our Recycle, and Infectious Transfusion, which is not great, but like helps us filter our hand here, look for our remaining combo pieces. Basically just need one more Bury. Okay, our Rita dies. They're getting punished for a lot of damage just on board. They could defend, but they haven't been. And we've got Aleta back, which is neat. Put that guy in the bin. Our Rita ended up in our deck through our Gather Thoughts, which is funny, but not really a problem for us. We have priority this turn. Next turn, we can do the combo, and it should be lethal. They've taken quite a bit of damage. I don't even know... The only way this hand gets better is if we put the Ashes to Ashes away for something else. Okay. No, Infest is better than Ashes to Ashes, but only marginally. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we just have the win. I don't think there's anything they can do here. And they're mass deathing their own board, which is an absolutely next level play. And they Denial of Surprised something. Did they get my Bury? Damn. That's awkward. No, wait, no, they didn't. So we just win. Because what we do here is... We're going to demonstrate the combo. We don't need to fear here, but we will for the sake of demonstrating the combo. We go get our Magic Siphoner. We get our other Magic Siphoner. We can then... we've won at this point, pretty much. It's just a matter of like how we want to put the gravy on top. And we'll put this in the... oops, we do not want that. We want that in the Assault Zone. If they play it, we want it in the Assault Zone. So they should die here. Oh, Denial of Surprise. A little scary. Oh my god, does that just... Do I just lose off of that? Do they die immediately, or do they die at the end of turn, or... Oh, okay, it's because he had priority, it doesn't work. Okay, we're fine. Alright, as you can see, the combo, when fully deployed, does an excess of damage. I might have been able to do the combo with just one Verore Magic Siphoner. It might have been a bit overkill. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. Checking the Discord game chat, just to make sure people are not blaming me. Alright, and we queue up again. We queue up until something goes wrong. Here we go. It's Yoruhime Maru, who is a very, very familiar face player. This should be interesting. Maybe they're playing like a Dragon Reanimator deck where they discard with Vanash. Unsure. We will find out. Our deck is pretty uninteractive, so it doesn't really change our core gameplay. Could also just be some kind of interesting mid-range deck. Could also just be some kind of okay. Sorry, I'm looking the wrong way here. Alright. So we have what might also be just an infested abomination list. Just fine. We do have one copy of Grave Rob, so hopefully we draw into that at some point. I'm gonna slam Evolving Parasite here. Hope that maybe I can get rid of one of these so I could maybe push for some damage with the Verore Magic Siphoner instead of just throw them right in the bin. Okay, cool, cool. Oh wait, no. That's alright. That's fine. At least we finally get to turn on our Aleta. We have a word of command play here. We can do that. We could also Ashes to Ashes with it and get a guaranteed Ashes to Ashes to connect. Might be better. Tough call. We will do the guaranteed Ashes to Ashes. It also lets us push for higher damage with Verore Magic Siphoner. Okay, interesting. They threaten our parasites for damage. They also buff our parasite, which is nifty. Probably won't matter because of the nature of the card. We have another word of command play here. Doesn't seem like a bad play. We got nothing for Rita. Yeah, let's do a word of command, dust to dust. Or we'll do word of command, gather thoughts, dust to dust, and what that's gonna do is get word of command, ashes to ashes, and word of command back with gather thoughts, and leave the dust to dust in our graveyard. Just slightly better. Also, playing dust to dust as opposed to the other ashes to ashes makes it so there's less information given up. So they know that we have the dust to dust in hand. They don't know we have a second copy. Wait a minute. Where did they... Oh. Okay, well, it is a Dragon Reanimator list, but that is very bad that we're seeing that. Good thing is that we have removal for it if it ever does deploy. This is kind of alarming. I'll just throw that out because we're going to overdraw anyways. We're going to... As weird as this sound, shuffles away Gather Thoughts because I don't care to have another Dust to Dust in my deck. And we'll make a guy. And maybe something will happen with Evolving Parasite, maybe not. I could go for a Calamity play to deal with Aoshin. I mean, I'm thinking ahead here. Aoshin's not in play yet, but it's not a card I want to see in play. Interesting. Okay, I see what they're doing here. It's quite the play. So they move him, they get the Evolving Parasite out of the way, and then they get to steal a handful of chumps from me. Which is... honestly... we take those. I'm amazed that we're able to actually pressure the board. It's fortunate we don't get our guys. We have so little it's worth doing with our recycles, which is really an unusual situation to be in. I don't think we care about Book of the Dead. I think we discard our recycle. And that gets us down to 7. I could play a recycle. I know I don't want Ashes to Ashes, but I mean, like... I also don't want these recycles in my hand anymore, so we'll just do it. There's our berry, finally. And we are going to go for a Calamity play, because there is something's gonna happen here. And we're gonna end up discarding a card. Discarding Ashes to Ashes seems fine. Alright. And we see what happens. Alright, just while we're here, I should basically go over Abandoned Symbiote. It's one of the new cards. If they discard or remove a card from their hand, you raise that character to support zone. So basically this card being out is kind of an indicator that there's going to be some shenanigans going on where they discard something with Vanash. It could be something very dangerous. This card has a lot of threat potential just by itself with 18 power. Yeah, we're gonna take a beating here. Am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. Ah! Wow. Alright. Yeah, I could have played that better, I guess. I did not click for me that they had lethal on board. But you win some, you lose some. Dr. Strangelove. Okay, it's a double Verore flamed on deck. And it looks like it has an interesting line where you get a Lightning Blast with Thunder Apprentice and then can transform Agent Coil. We have a reasonably... Oh, they're gonna get in with the Lightning Blast character. Oh, neat. They are not. So we're gonna take care of that. And we also get to do that. This is a really great setup for, I think, this kind of deck, because we get to slam Tome of the Dead pretty early. We can sit back and rely on Rita and Aleta to take care of us. Interesting. Hey. One sec. Okay, so everyone, this is the nature of a test stream. I have to run, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the couple games and a half here. But I gotta go. All right.